Just now, Elon Musk revealed something incredible. SpaceX will launch the world's most significant and most potent vehicle. Is this going to be the world's most demanding car ever? And how successful will the SpaceX mission be? Join us as we investigate the Starship's wacky details. Welcome back to another exciting video from Informative Scoop. Today's video is about Elon Musk confirms SpaceX about to launch Starship Super Heavy S24 B7 to orbit. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Heavy, the largest SpaceX vehicle. The two stages of SpaceX's newest Starship rocks were placed together for the first time. This is not the first time SpaceX has shocked us. Before SpaceX disclosed the demonstration of 3 more fully stacked vehicles, it built the most prominent and influential spacecraft the world has ever seen. The first occurred in August 2021, and the others in February and March 2022. Elon Musk has given up on building extraordinarily heavy prototypes of the upper stage of the Starship. These prototypes were thought to be a possibility for the rocket's initial orbital attempt. Additionally, he stated that the retiring would shortly receive boosters 4 and S24, as testing on the Starship 24 and the booster 7 has begun. SpaceX is finally secure enough to unite the B7 and S24 to further the testing process. This step is reportedly the most difficult, because they have a new strategy to catch a rocket stage in midair. SpaceX has recently taken a step back from all the recent Starships and heavy prototypes. It has built a 145-meter launch tower with 3 massive robot arms to accomplish this. 2 of these arms have been retained. It resembles a claw form that could be useful around floating rockets to eliminate the requirement for landing legs. If that's not impressive enough, there will be a 3rd arm sway. It will be connected to the launch pads, fuel, and gas sources on the top stage of the Starship. Successful missions by SpaceX. One of the luckiest days was October 11th, according to it tested the car for the 3rd time on this particular day. The arms were successfully positioned beneath the SN24 by SpaceX. Then, this Starship was gradually raised 80 meters above the Earth, moved to booster 7, and lowered onto the first stage. The following 2 hours were spent by the business safeguarding the 2 stages. Soon, SpaceX initiated cryogenic testing as a further step. 8 spin primes of the Raptor engines were performed during these tests in April and May of 2022. Additionally, there was some static ire from the same engines. SN24 tested all of its Raptor engines, and the tests were successful. Elon Musk has indicated that the entire stack wet dress rehearsal will be finished by Booster 7 and SN24. The business also intended to fill the prototypes with 5,000 tons of liquid oxygen and methane fuel once everything was in order. The launch countdown will then be performed. The launch is meant to be more similar to the wet dress rehearsal. If everything goes according to plan, the Super Heavy B7's 33 Raptor engines will be able to start. They will become the most powerful liquid rockets ever tested in the world. Furthermore, it is claimed that the 33 engines may easily surpass the Soviet N1 record even if they never produce more than 60% of their maximum thrust. At sea level, that rocket had produced 4,500 tons of thrust. This indicates that SpaceX will soon push the limits in several ways, though success is far from certain. They're still unsure whether SpaceX would execute a 33-engine static burn or a complete wet dress rehearsal. It is predicted that 24 and Booster 7 will deviate from the norm if we consider their past behavior. If the key milestones weren't gradually reached with the smaller tests, they would veer off course. Before the first full, SpaceX intended to attempt one more interim static burn with fewer than 33 engines. There is a good likelihood that SpaceX will get ready for the first orbital launch, assuming everything goes as planned. Without taking the rocket off its stack, it could be done. Although there are some problems to solve and repairs to make, the journey is anticipated to be more circuitous. By the end of this year, an attempt at an orbital launch would still be the conclusion. Following the successful launch of the manned Dragon spacecraft, the Cosmo authorities have developed a more accommodating stance with NASA. 5 Kennedy Space Center missions after the operation on October 5th, Krykalo offered his opinion. According to him, US and Russian civil space cooperation should continue longer. He was discussing how Russia's February invasion of Ukraine was impeding collaboration. The July barter agreement granted NASA astronaut Frank the capability of entering the International Space Station by air. From 2023 to 2024, the boys and the Crew Dragon mission exchanged the agreement. Additionally, the manager of NASA disclosed that the organization is prepared to expand this arrangement to include the Boeing CST-100 Starliner. He said we would extend the contract if we could extend the space station and secure broad partner support. NASA revealed on September 30th that it had permitted astronauts Scott Tingle and Mike Fink to serve as the mission's commander and pilot. The 3rd space traveler is Gianettas, therefore. Only 1 seat available for a Russian astronaut from another is Cosmin or not. The final, agreement. Foreign Ministry and NASA at the US State Department. Dmitry Virgos hinted that he would leave the issue by pressuring the organization to maintain a professional connection and continue running the point. NASA reported to them. It was revealed in July that Russia would stop working with DS. It was the deadline they had set for running after 2024. We subsequently clarified that they had already spoken to Russian experts and foreign partners. They can now gauge how far into the future the station game will travel. The technical limitation, in his opinion, is currently the most critical restriction. The NASA administrator discussed how there would be professional interaction between NASA and Rose even during the summit in Paris. Although a final decision has not been taken, Russia will continue to travel to the International Space Station until its construction is complete as it studies plans for its space station. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.